Temperatures continue to drop in the Tennessee Valley as we approach the weekend. Clay, this could be the morning for the winter coat, maybe.
Yeah, it's time to finally break that out. It's been a while. A lot of those winter coats probably in the back of the closet, but you're actually going to need it today, especially with some of us waking up to the 30s. In fact, Cleveland at 32. We also have 31 in Fort Payne, 35 in Dalton, still 45 here in Chattanooga, but temperatures are going to continue to drop a little bit more before the sun comes up, and the winds are going to pick up later on this afternoon. So compared to yesterday morning, we are about 10 to 15 to even 30 degrees colder in spots as this cold air really starts to move in. So we're in the lower 50s later this afternoon, one of the coldest days we've had so far this month by far. 45 in Altamont, 49 in Blue Ridge. Some of our mountain communities going to be a lot colder. The winds are going to start to pick up as we get into your afternoon, gusting upwards of 30 to even 35 miles per hour, especially after lunchtime until the sun goes down. So when you add in the cold and the wind, you're going to get the wind chill value, which is what it's going to feel like. So they're going to be in the 40s here in the valley, and it's going to feel like the 30s all day long in some of our mountain communities. But tonight, that's when things get a little more interesting. We're going to be talking the chance for some mountain snow showers, and it's all because of this low pressure that's going to be dropping in across the Great Lakes regions. Already starting to see that snow across Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Michigan, up into Wisconsin, and later on this is going to drop down into parts of North Carolina and Tennessee, especially in those highest elevations along the Blue Ridge Mountains. So the next big thing, of course, going to be the chance for some mountain snow. So let's track it all out. Again, here in the valley, if you like snow, hate to break it to you, we're not going to see any this go round, but as we take a look at later this afternoon, notice some of that blue starting to show up. By 7:20, you can see some of that snow near Johnson City along the Tennessee-North Carolina line. That'll continue, especially tonight. And look at 1:53 Friday morning, starting to see some of those snow showers even along the Cumberland Plateau. So Bledsoe County, maybe even parts of Ray and Meigs, back towards Sequatchie, Grundy, Marion. Can't rule out some snow showers flying around. But along the Tennessee-North Carolina line, that's where we're going to have the best chance for any meaningful accumulation. That'll continue overnight, gradually tapering off. I wouldn't rule out stray snow flurry north of Chattanooga, especially in places like Athens. Pretty unlikely, but it's possible. And then throughout the day tomorrow, we're going to continue to see some of that snow along the Tennessee-North Carolina line, and that will gradually start to wind down as we get into the afternoon. So let's take a look at Futurecast snowfall. Again, valley regions, you're not going to see any on the ground, but look at these numbers along the Tennessee-North Carolina line. The first really good snow event of the season. Great for the ski slopes up there, especially at Beech Mountain up into Sugarloaf. So going to see some decent snow along the Tennessee-North Carolina line. Along the Cumberland Plateau, you could get a dusting. And here's what I'm thinking locally. Valley, no snow for us tonight into Friday morning. The Metro Mountains, Signal, Lookout, it is possible that you have a few flurries. Maybe a quick dusting along the Cumberland Plateau and into the Blue Ridge Mountains, 2 to 5 inches above 3,000 feet in elevation. So of course, we're not really going to see the flakes flying here in places like Chattanooga or Cleveland, but some of our mountain communities. Again, if you have any kind of elevation, you're going to at least have that potential. As for your temperatures, cold today, cold tomorrow, then we start a warming trend into next week. It looks like this warming trend is going to be relatively brief because by the end of next week, it does look like we're going to have another shot of cold air moving back in. And as we take a look at your pattern trend over the next 8 to 14 days, which, believe it or not, takes us right into December, we're looking much colder here across much of the country. So it looks like we're going to stay pretty active weather-wise, and temperatures are going to stay pretty cool as we head into the month of December. But for today, we're going to have that potential for some mountain snow later on, but a lot of sunshine for the first part of your day, especially here in the valley. Wind chills in the 40s, much colder tonight. Mountain snow showers continue. Clouds here in the valley. Lows ranging anywhere from the upper 20s in the mountains to the low to mid 30s here in the valley. And then as we take a look at your next 7 days of weather, 48 tomorrow, going to be the coldest day of the week. And then by the weekend, we start to warm up. Rain chances return early next week with high temperatures approaching 70 by Monday. So the first flakes of the season, Leah, for some, especially if you live up on a mountain.
I know, this is so exciting.
I'm a big snow fan, so I wish it was here in Chattanooga.
I know, me too.
But it's not.
It's not.
It's not.
One day, we'll get there.
One day.
Thank you so much, Clay.